I'm ready.
Alright.
Yo.
Slash.
Wage.
User was moved to your channel.
Hello, ladies and gents. Minnesota versus Toronto. This is the night. Game of the night, ladies and gents. Has these two up-and-coming teams try to battle for a playoff spot that is disappearing from within the confines of their vision. With me, I have Dial and also Timu, and not Timu. Sorry, Dopey G.
Yep, both these teams sitting at 7 points here. Boston with a win last game puts them at 18 points. They're holding the 4th seed. New York is ahead of both these teams with 11 points. So, an uphill battle as both teams need at least 11 more points than Boston gets for the rest of the season to get that final playoff spot.
Damn.
It's pretty much do or die time for these teams, as I believe it's 8 games. 8 games left for Minnesota, and including this game, and 9 games left for Toronto, including this game. So a maximum of 18 points for Toronto and 16 points for Minnesota, and they need 11 more than Boston can get. So they're getting very close to being eliminated.
Damn.
Let's see if they play like it. Shall we do the lineup, Ace?
Sure. We have, for Toronto, the great goaltender, Jarvan, the legend. Also, we have, for defense, the future legend, Evkob. Also, the legendary Kipe. And the legendary Beast. And the T300. On the Minnesota side, we have the legendary goalie K-Bomb. The legendary Will O.D. The also legendary Crabin Tree. Of course, the great legend Timu Salami. This is why they call it Legends Hockey League. Jet.
Hello.
Interesting note to point out here, not exactly related to this game, but Hockey Question Mark, officially the largest Cryptic Sea subreddit as of today.
Woo!
So I'd like to congratulate everyone who's a part of that.
We beat Sub Rosa, wow.
Yep, we beat Sub Rosa as of
Damn.
today. Sub Rosa, mind you, for those who don't know, is greenlit on Steam and is considered to be Cryptic Sea's #1 game currently.
Not anymore, bitch.
So we are set out to prove that wrong.
Woo!
Of course, any love, any support for Cryptic Sea, always welcome. He's got several other games, including Golf Question Mark, Skater Don't, Touring Car Legends. A lot of fantastic, just smaller indie games that most people don't know about, but Hockey Question Mark definitely far and away the best.
He also has this. Oh,
That was a beautiful shot by Evkob there. What a backhander. My God.
Even Salami, which is on the other team, has to acknowledge that great shot by Evkob. What a snipe! Simply phenomenal.
As Ace Pulf is eating his mic.
That is not me. That, I believe, would be Dopey.
I'm
am
gonna blame
I
you.
breathing?
It's easier to do that.
Also, Delicious Mike.
Delicious mics now available at your nearest Subways, along with Wraps by Milan. Get them while they're hot.
Get him with the hot. Get him with the hot. Yeah.
Nice pressure by Kite, keeping them inside their own zone for a minute.
Yeah, Dopey, we were talking earlier about your remix of the Impro match. Do you remember?
Yeah.
That shit was hysterical.
Maybe I'll have to do another one.
I'm hoping we don't have a cast that bad again that you have to work with. So
Yeah, true that.
That was quite possibly that was single-handedly the worst and best casts ever. Worst
I think
cast.
we learned a lot as a community from that cast.
Here's Kype, who had an open breakaway but runs himself into the boards here. Toronto is showing a surprising amount of offensive presence in this game, as I think they're league low for goals this season.
Oh, damn
Ooh.
shot. But now it's Andy Beast.
And yes,
With a,
that's true. Toronto comes into this game with only 30 goals in the season. That is 7th in the league, behind Minnesota.
Oh,
who's 30.
German! German, what happened?
Oh,
Weaken the wrists and lets it slide right in.
Maybe he was using his wrists for another
And
purpose.
it's the small things like this that are keeping Toronto from being one of the top contenders right now in this league.
I mean, for
Just
a
little
second I
mistakes
thought
here and
Robo
there.
was in. I thought that was Robo for a minute.
No,
To be honest.
uncharacteristic of Jarvin, though. In his defense, he's been playing forward recently. This is
Yeah.
his first game in net for a little while, so not sure how much he warmed up to it, but mistakes happen. Especially in a goaltending position, you are the last person, so if you mess up, everyone sees it. Whereas if you're a forward and you mess up, it's a little bit less obvious.
Unless you're Bojarski.
Well, then it's always your fault.
Yep.
So we go into the second period with the game tied 1-1.
Slash.
What do you think of this contest so far, Dopey? Give me one player who's really surprised you.
I would have to go with Evcobb, scoring a goal always gets my attention, and it's interesting to see, he's the goal-scoring leader on their team, is he not?
Yes, he is. Actually, he came to Toronto with only one goal on the season through 8 games. And in the past 3 games he's been with them has been a point-per-game player scoring 1 goal in each. This continues his streak of 1 goal per game, now at 4.
I always felt he was an underrated player on New York, and he certainly has made since the trade has made the point that indeed he was the underrated player of the year. If anything, I mean, quality of play we've been seeing since is fairly all right. Considering
I'd like to hand a similar commendation there to Zod, General Zod in New York, a player who went largely unnoticed on Chicago, but has turned into one of the better players on that New York team.
sometimes you have to. Sometimes players that are less experienced have to leave like the stacked teams to really show themselves for a
beautiful
goal.
shot by Timu Salame. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a shot. And a great pass by K-Bomb there to set him up perfectly right there in front of the net.
Well, what a goal.
K-Bomb, another player who really stepped up out of nowhere and has actually been playing pretty lights out in goalie, where their original starter, Molrat, and Canadave, their original backup, retired. This team has been having some issues. But K-Bomb stepped in.
Is Molrat officially retired?
No, I should clarify that. Canadave retired. Molrat is on the West Coast, so it's much harder for him to make these games, as these are between 4 and 5 Pacific time versus 7 to 8 Eastern time. So
obviously, that's the downside to living to the worst ocean in the world, the Pacific Ocean. As we all know, the Atlantic Ocean is truly the best ocean out there. I mean, shit, son. Carry on.
So Toronto looked like they had a lot of life early on in this game, and this period has been all Minnesota so far.
Yeah, this could turn into it.
Oh my goodness.
As I say it, Emu makes it a reality.
Oh my goodness, what a play.
Go!
Willow D stepping up pretty big in this game, although they are claiming G-int on that.
Go!
Will it matter?
No G-int on that goal, though.
Go!
We'll have to review that third goal afterwards.
Evolution. As far as I saw it, there was no GN. But
I
then
didn't
again,
see it
my
either.
decisions get overruled all the time by people who don't listen. What?
I did not see it either. We'll check the replay. I didn't see it in the Minnesota versus Washington game either initially, but upon looking at the replay, it became fairly obvious that there was in fact Giant there. So we'll
Let's.
see. Oh, beautiful move by Timu to get
Oh
around
my
both Kite
god!
and
I just
Andy.
jizzed all over my car.
Let's see if he can finish this. He rips it
Oh!
off the crossbar. Oh man.
Wow. Wow, just wow. Wow. Wow.
So what do you think so far, Dial? Has Toronto stepped off the gas a little bit, or is Montreal really finding, or pardon me, Minnesota really finding their legs?
I think Minnesota's definitely found their legs a little bit. I think a couple key mistakes early on by Toronto have snowballed into this. I mean, they were playing a lot better than this in the first period, and we've seen before that they're capable of playing quite well as they've taken 2 games off of Washington this season. So they're capable of big things.
Oh, what a play
by Minnesota.
No.
So I don't know. I have to say a couple bad mistakes, timely mistakes by
Damn.
by Toronto.
Field goal is
some
good.
Great goals by Minnesota, and Minnesota's just been snowballing in at this rate.
Shouts out to Grab on that assist on their last goal. He is so good at that.
Yeah. Crab doing a great job this game. Timu as well with 4 points. K-Bomb has an assist that was not credited. And then Willow D also with 2 points.
Wow.
Everyone on their team showing up big tonight.
Also, no goalie in net, and we now have a breakaway. Will he, Yep.
And he does. Willow D gets his 3rd point of the night.
Oh, Charvan just rage quit.
Robo comes in to take his spot. Oh, and almost left in a goal instantly. That would not
God damn.
have been good.
Toronto's getting washed. 6-1 after the second. And can you guys carry on for a bit? I have to go take a glass of water.
Yes,
Because
yes, of
I'm
course.
getting dry mouth because of my cocaine.
Well, what do you
Anyway.
think the chances are Toronto can make a contest out of this now?
Oh, at this point, it's going to be very, very, very difficult for them to come back in this. Jarvan back again. We'll see if he comes back in or not. Although at this point, I expect they're just going to keep Robo in. But yeah, I don't see Toronto making a comeback here. I don't think we've ever seen a team come back from a 5-goal deficit, let alone with only 4.5 minutes left to play. So this battle for the bottom of the league is turning out to be more of a massacre, as I believe was said in chat.
Yeah, that would be well put at this point.
Interesting to note, Toronto is up in the season series 2-1 right now. Oh, and a
Here we
beautiful
go.
play by Toronto. A good goal there by Andy T. Popping
That's
it
what
in
they
on
need.
K-Bomb. It didn't look like K-Bomb was ready for that one. Puck's going to come back to Willow D now. Willow D loses it a little bit and then decides to send it back to K-Bomb. Or not. K-Bomb's going to stay and Willow D will pick it up. Does a good job of getting it up to Crab. Crab sends it up to Timu. It's a bit slow. Timu does have the momentum, but he dekes right into him. And now here's Evcobb with a breakaway. Well, puck's going a little bit wide. So this will be a tough shot, but he makes it.
Wow.
Oh my goodness,
Wow.
what a shot. What a shot. Evcobb turning up huge in this game. Unfortunately, not quite enough as they still have a 3-goal deficit to come back from. Having said that, though, they did just score 2 goals in the last minute alone. At that pace, they can make it back into this.
Well, it's coming out wide. Here's another chance, and that's shut down by Willow. Is he still Willow or just Will?
I think he's Will. I think he's just Will now. As I do recall, Will is his real life name. So anyway, puck in the corner here, but Andy T is going to come out with it. Just Willow D to beat now. dekes into Timu a little bit. Wasn't the best idea, but still gets a shot off, although it is wide. Here's a good opportunity, and it is a save by K-Bomb. I think that was Kipe there who tried to force that in, but didn't really get the puck up, and K-Bomb was able to just get his stick in front and keep it out. 2.5 minutes left to play. Toronto still facing a 3-goal deficit with a beautiful opportunity for Crabtree, although he whiffs on it. He has it here again, but he gets knocked out by Andy T. Willow D there to get it, though, and he sends it back to K-Bomb, who will send it up in the zone to Timu, but Evkob's going to pick this off. Oh, but Timu steals it away from him. What a play. And he's going to go for the solo shot, and it's poke-checked out. I couldn't tell who that was by. Evkob was over there, Kipe was over there, and Robo was in net. Another attempt there by Minnesota. Just under 2 minutes left to play. Still down by 3. Had a little burst of scoring there with about 4 minutes left to go, and we've yet to see anything since. Here's Kipe coming up with it. Takes a shot. Can't tell if that was deflected or not, but does go wide left. Andy T looked like he wanted to rip that around back the opposite direction, but didn't quite have enough control of the puck to do that.
Just lost out to Will there. They are just throwing it in the zone. Welcome back, Ace.
Woo. Woo. All right.
Minute 20 left, and here is a one-on-one. Timu and Evkob. Timu wins the battle. Minute 10 left to go now.
We'll see where Timu goes here. It looks like he was playing on D. They are really just trying to shut this down.
With just a minute left to go, I'm going to go ahead and say that this is probably going to be a Minnesota win at this rate. I don't think in the next 50 seconds this team is really going to be able to score a whole lot more, but a beautiful move by Timu, and he gets his 5th goal of the game. What a performance by Timu Salami tonight.
Timu doing the Timu. I mean, this is casual shit for him.
Certainly making a case for why he is an LHL All-Star.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. He deserves to be there. No doubt in my mind. He's probably he's definitely one of the top 3.
And here is another attempt. It's a goal.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness!
Just pouring on the goals.
It seems Evkob, the Toronto defenseman, is getting a bit too caught up in scoring to try and help his team get back into it, and no one's really covering back to help prevent things like this from happening. Minnesota just getting way too many opportunities, and another one there that almost goes in, which would have been an 8th point for Timu on the night, his 7th goal.
Jesus H. Fuck Christ. Oh my
What a
god.
game. But the score winds up 8-3. Hard to believe after the first period this was a 1-1 game.
Oh my god. Salami.
It's funny, have you noticed a lot of games kind of starting that way with a tied first period and then they just seem to blow up?
Yeah, it definitely seems like the end of the game is where a lot of these points are scored.
That being said, that's all for tonight. I'll see you guys sometimes else, which is not tonight. Although we do have the GM meeting, so if you're attending that, well, hey, we're probably gonna see us time. Slash.